In the heart of China, along the ancient Silk Road, lies a mystery centuries in the making. What if I told you that one of the lost tribes of Israel might have found its home not in the deserts of the Middle East, but in the bustling imperial capital of the Song dynasty? This is the incredible, almost unbelievable story of the Kaifeng Jews, a vibrant community that thrived in the Middle Kingdom for over 1,000 years before seemingly vanishing into the mists of time. How did they get there? How did they live? And where did they go? Join us as we unravel the tale of this remarkable cultural enclave, a testament to a forgotten era of global connection and tolerance. Our story begins over 1,000 years ago, during the Northern Song dynasty, a golden age in Chinese history. The capital, Kaifeng, was the largest, most cosmopolitan city in the world. Its streets teemed with merchants, scholars, and artisans from across the globe, drawn by the promise of wealth and knowledge. It was into this vibrant melting pot that a group of merchants arrived from the West, likely Persia or India. They carried not just exotic goods, but a unique and ancient faith, Judaism. Imagine their arrival. They looked different, spoke a different language, and prayed to a single, unseen God in a land of countless deities and ancestral spirits. Yet, instead of suspicion, they were met with curiosity and acceptance. The Song emperor, impressed by their character, famously declared, "You have come to our China. Honor and observe the customs of your ancestors and hand them down in Kaifeng." With this imperial blessing, they were granted land, surnames, and the freedom to practice their religion. They were no longer just foreign traders, they were citizens of the empire. This small community quickly set down roots. By 1163, with the help of their neighbors, they built a magnificent synagogue, a center for worship, education, and community life. It faced west, towards Jerusalem. Inside, they kept Torah scrolls written in Hebrew, observed Shabbat, celebrated Passover, and followed kosher dietary laws, all while living and working alongside their Chinese neighbors. They adopted Chinese names, wore Chinese clothing, and excelled in the imperial civil service exams, becoming scholars, officials, and even military officers. They were both fully Jewish and fully Chinese, a beautiful fusion of two ancient cultures. For centuries, they were a living bridge between East and West, peacefully coexisting and contributing to the rich tapestry of Chinese society. A visitor in the 17th century, the Jesuit missionary Matteo Ricci, was stunned to meet one of them. He couldn't believe his eyes when a man named Aitia introduced himself, explaining that he worshipped one God and wasn't a Muslim. It was the first documented encounter between European Christianity and Chinese Judaism. Through these interactions, the outside world slowly learned of this isolated community that had kept its flame alive for so long. They had preserved their traditions through dynastic changes, rebellions, and natural disasters. When floods destroyed their synagogue, they rebuilt it again and again with the help of their non-Jewish neighbors. Their persistence was legendary, but time, the great assimilator, waits for no one. The community's isolation from the wider Jewish world began to take its toll. As the centuries passed, intermarriage with the local Han and Hui Muslim populations became more common. Knowledge of Hebrew faded, and without a rabbi to guide them, religious observance waned. The great floods of the 17th and 19th centuries not only destroyed their synagogue for the last time, but also scattered the community and washed away many of their precious records and Torah scrolls. By the late 19th century, when Protestant missionaries arrived in Kaifeng seeking them out, they found only a handful of families who vaguely remembered their Jewish ancestry. The synagogue was gone, the practices had ceased, and the community had effectively dissolved, assimilated into the vast ocean of Chinese culture. But is the story truly over? In recent decades, something remarkable has begun to happen. A small but growing number of descendants of the Kaifeng Jews are rediscovering and reclaiming their heritage. Spurred on by a newfound interest in their unique family history, they are studying Hebrew, learning about Judaism, and connecting with Jewish communities around the world. They gather to celebrate holidays, share stories passed down through generations, and seek to revive the legacy of their ancestors. Some have even formally converted and emigrated to Israel, closing a circle that began over a millennium ago. Their journey is a powerful reminder that culture and identity are not always lost, but can lie dormant, waiting for the right moment to be reawakened. The story of the Kaifeng Jews is more than just a historical curiosity. It's a profound lesson in tolerance, resilience, and the complex nature of identity. It challenges our ideas about borders and separation, showing us a time when different cultures could meet and merge in peace. It's a story of survival against all odds, and of a quiet disappearance that was not an end, but a transformation. The lost tribe of the East may have faded from view, but their spirit lives on in the faces of their descendants and in the enduring mystery they left behind in the heart of China. Thank you so much for joining us on this incredible journey through history. What do you find most fascinating about the Kaifeng Jews? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this story, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next exploration into the forgotten corners of the past. Until next time, stay curious.